Have you ever wondered if the guy you like feels the same way about you, but he is too shy, scared, or proud to tell you? Maybe he is sending you mixed signals, or maybe he is hiding his true feelings behind a mask of indifference. How can you tell if he is really into you, or if he is just being friendly or polite? Well, you are not alone. Many women struggle with this dilemma, and they often miss the opportunity to connect with their crush because they are unsure of his intentions. In this video, we will cover 5 of these secret signs and explain how you can spot them and interpret them. We will also give you some tips on how to deal with this situation and how to make him open up and confess his feelings for you. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of his behavior, and you will be able to decide if you want to pursue a relationship with him or not. So, without further ado, let's get started with the first sign he likes you but doesn't want to admit it. Sign 1: he listens to you. The first sign he likes you but doesn't want to admit it is that he listens to you. This means that he pays attention to what you say and shows interest in your thoughts, feelings, opinions, and stories. He doesn't interrupt you. He doesn't look bored, and he doesn't change the subject. He actually wants to hear what you have to say, and he values your perspective. You can tell that he listens to you by the way he responds to you. He might ask you follow-up questions, remember details, or give you feedback. For example, he might say something like, "Wow, that's amazing. How did you do that?" Or, "I'm sorry, that must have been hard. How are you feeling?" Or, "That's a great idea. What do you think about this?" He might also bring up something you said in a previous conversation, or refer to something you like or dislike. For example, he might say something like, "Hey, I saw that movie you recommended. It was awesome." Or, "I know you love chocolate, so I got you this." Or, "I remember you hate spiders, so don't look at this." When he listens to you, he shows that he cares about you, and that he respects you as a person. He also shows that he wants to get to know you better, and that he enjoys spending time with you. Listening is a powerful way of expressing interest and attraction without saying it out loud. Sign 2: he smiles at you. The second sign he likes you but doesn't want to admit it is that he smiles at you. This means that he smiles at you a lot and shows happiness and warmth when he sees you or talks to you. He doesn't frown, he doesn't scowl, and he doesn't look away. He actually wants to see you and talk to you, and he feels good when he does. You can tell that he smiles at you by the way he looks at you. He might smile with his eyes, his teeth, or his whole face. He might also laugh at your jokes, or make you laugh with his jokes. For example, he might say something like, "You have a beautiful smile, you know that." Or, "You are so funny, you always make me laugh." Or, "You have such a cute laugh, I love it." He might also smile when you compliment him, or when you touch him, or when you do something nice for him. For example, he might say something like, "Thank you. That's very kind of you." Or, "You're too sweet, you know that." Or, "You're the best, you know that." When he smiles at you, he shows that he likes you, and that he is happy around you. He also shows that he wants to make you happy, and that he has a positive attitude towards you. Smiling is a simple way of expressing interest and attraction without saying it out loud. Sign 3: he mirrors you. The third sign he likes you but doesn't want to admit it is that he mirrors you. This means that he mirrors your body language, your tone of voice, your expressions, or your gestures to show rapport and connection. He doesn't do this consciously, he does it subconsciously, because he feels in sync with you and he wants to match your vibe. You can tell that he mirrors you by the way he moves and speaks when he is with you. He might lean in when you lean in, cross his legs when you cross your legs, tilt his head when you tilt your head, or nod along when you nod along. He might also match your tone of voice, your speed of speech, your volume, or your accent. For example, he might say something like, "Yeah, I agree with you," or "That's exactly what I think," or "That's so true," in the same way that you do. When he mirrors you, he shows that he likes you, and that he feels comfortable and connected with you. He also shows that he wants to understand you, and that he respects your point of view. Mirroring is a subtle way of expressing interest and attraction without saying it out loud. Sign 4. He initiates contact. The fourth sign he likes you but doesn't want to admit it is that he initiates contact. This means that he initiates contact with you and tries to keep in touch with you. He doesn't wait for you to reach out. He doesn't ignore you, and he doesn't ghost you. He actually wants to talk to you and see you, and he makes an effort to do so. You can tell that he initiates contact by the way he communicates with you. He might call you, text you, email you, or message you on social media. He might also invite you to hang out, to go on a date, or to join him in an activity. For example, he might say something like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Or, "What are you up to?" Or, "Do you want to catch up?" He might also say something like, "Hey, do you want to watch a movie with me?" Or, "Do you want to grab a coffee with me?" Or, "Do you want to go for a walk with me?" When he initiates contact, he shows that he likes you and that he misses you when you are not around. He also shows that he wants to spend time with you and that he enjoys your company. Initiating contact is a clear way of expressing interest and attraction without saying it out loud. Sign 5. He opens up to you. The fifth sign he likes you but doesn't want to admit it is that he opens up to you. This means that he opens up to you and shares his personal information, his feelings, his dreams, or his fears. He doesn't keep secrets, he doesn't lie, and he doesn't hide his true self. He actually wants to be vulnerable with you and trust you with his inner world. You can tell that he opens up to you by the way he talks to you. He might tell you secrets, confide in you, or ask for your advice. He might also share his feelings, his dreams, or his fears with you. For example, he might say something like, "I've never told anyone this, but," or, "I need to talk to you about something, can you listen?" Or, "What do you think I should do about this?" He might also say something like, "I really like you, you know that," or, "I have a dream of becoming a," or, "I'm afraid of losing you, you know that." When he opens up to you, he shows that he likes you and that he feels close and intimate with you. He also shows that he wants to be honest with you and that he values your opinion and support. Opening up is a risky way of expressing interest and attraction without saying it out loud. But what should you do if you notice these signs and you like him back? Well, you have two options. You can either wait for him to make the first move, or you can make the first move yourself. The choice is yours, depending on your personality and preference. But whatever you choose, remember to be confident, respectful, and authentic. Don't play games, don't pressure him, and don't pretend to be someone you are not. Just be yourself and let him see the real you. If you follow these tips, you will have a better chance of making him admit his feelings for you and starting a relationship with him. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below and tell me what you think.